Good morning and happy day to you. It is Monday. I am here today to talk to you about birth center versus home birth. So, if you were watching last week, you know that I covered hospital birth versus birth center. If you missed that, you can go back and catch it on my YouTube channel. It's there. So for those of you who are new to my channel or new to me, my name is Amanda, and I am passionate about empowering women for pregnancy and childbirth because our system is not set up to support us the way it should. And I think that that is a huge disservice to women. And we are so powerful. It is amazing what we can do when we know what we can do, right? So let's get into it. So last week I talked about what a birth center birth looks like. It is disconnected from the hospital. You are working with midwives, but you are working with more medically minded midwives. They are still looking for and checking things off of boxes. They will leave you more in peace, more like they'll give you more space to do, like to go through physiological birth, and they will they'll be more relaxed. But again, you have to know who your team is in that birth center, and you have to know what you're dealing with, because they can be medically minded and they can transfer quickly if they feel like anything is wrong. They can also transfer your care prior to your birth if for some reason they follow all the regulations that your hospital or OBGYN does. So it is kind of in that same realm. The difference between, like I said, a birth center birth will allow you to have the birth pool, and you'll have the spa tub, and you'll have the bedroom that is like a home bedroom. You'll have you'll be able to have like your lights, your music. The lights can be turned down. There's lots of home comforts like a rocking chair and some nice throws, and you can bring whatever you want from home. Plus, you're more able to snack and drink during your labor, where in the hospital they limit that. So, birth center is kind of like being at home, but it's not your space. You're not going to be completely relaxed in that. So at home, many people don't know what a home birth looks like. And to be honest, it can look like whatever you want it to look like, which is an amazing thing to have, right? Like to think about, what would your dream birth look like? What would it look like? Think about it. Like, erase everything you know about, well, I'm having a baby, I have to go to the hospital. Ixnay on the icky, like, I don't know what I just said, but you know what I mean? Like, cross that out of your mind and think, what would your magical birth look like? Because I can tell you, you can create it and you can have it. And I have seen women do this. I've done it myself. It's amazing. But you get to choose what you have in your space. You get to choose which room in your home you do it in. And trust me, I had my first home birth in a 1-bedroom apartment. The birthing pool was in the living room. We made it work, and it worked, and it was beautiful. And if you plan for it, it can be just a beautiful experience. So don't think that your situation doesn't allow for it, because you would be surprised. Some midwives, home midwives, can take insurance, or you can pay out of pocket and do submit to your insurance, and they will reimburse you for a portion of that. So don't think that it's off the table because it's something you haven't considered before. Look into it. You may find that you absolutely fall in love with a midwife in your area, and that you have this most beautiful birth experience. And if you don't consider it, it can't even be a possibility. right? You have to consider your options because you do have those options. And so at home, you are relaxed. You are in your safe place. You are in your zone, and you can turn the lights off. You can turn the lights on. You can have whoever you want there. You can eat. You can get up and make your own breakfast if that's what you want to do. Like, you can do all the things you want to do. You can have your children there if you want to. That was something that was really important to us. And all of our kids attended the births of the children that came after them. And they are all very well understanding of what was going on. There was never any fear in my children with me having a baby. And there's 18 months between two of them. And it didn't matter that he was only 18 months old. He understood what was going on, and his excitement and his happiness when he saw his baby sister for the first time, like right after she came out, like his face lit up, and it was amazing. And that was my second home birth. I honestly want you to understand that you have options, you have choices, and that these choices can impact how your entire family views birth, which can change generations. And this is why I share what I share, because I fully believe that when women are left to birth in their natural state, go through the physiological birth process, it isn't meant to be painful. And it can be painless when you are educated, when you understand what your body is going through, and when you're in your own space and feel safe, feel protected, feel empowered, and feel in your womanhood the strength that is within you to birth your children. So, what would your magical birth experience look like? If you have never thought about this, I created a empowered birth checklist, and it kind of walks you through how to plan a birth that is empowered, where you are owning your power, where you are making the decisions based on what's best for you, and from a place of like opening your mind to everything that's possible in your birth experience. So if you'd like to get that, I will I will pop that in to the description of this video, and you can grab it, and then, or in the comments of this video, I will post it. If you want that, you can get it. It is free. I will put the link in. And if you are a part of my group, thank you for being here. If you're not part of my group yet, you might want to jump in there. We're doing some pretty amazing things in there. I am getting ready to launch a mindset reset for birth, for pregnancy and childbirth. So I want to invite you into my group. You can find me at Open-Minded and Empowered Birthing Mamas at the link you see on the screen now. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you found it very enlightening, and maybe, it's made you consider like, oh, what are all my options? Because that's what I'm here for. I hope you have a great day.